Welcome to Nature's Raw Challenge, where we explore the profound and often surprising connections between humanity and the wild world. In the heart of a frozen wilderness, an elderly woman named Aya faces the biting cold of a relentless winter. The biting wind howls through the ancient trees, a constant reminder of the unforgiving nature that surrounds her isolated cabin.
Stay strong, coming.
Survival here requires daily effort, and Aya spends her mornings gathering scarce firewood to keep her small home warm tonight. Suddenly, a strange, weak whimpering sound catches her attention, breaking the monotonous rhythm of the howling wind and crunching snow. Curiosity overcoming caution, she approaches a hidden pit near the rocks, clearing away the ice to reveal what lies beneath. At the bottom of the icy trap lies a small bear cub, shivering violently and on the verge of freezing. The poor creature is exhausted, its tiny body surrendering to the cold, with barely enough strength to keep its eyes open. Aya knows the danger of interfering with wild animals, but looking at the dying cub, her heart aches with empathy. She makes a brave decision, dropping her precious firewood to descend into the pit and save the fading life below. With trembling hands, she lifts the heavy, frozen creature from the icy pit, knowing that compassion must outweigh her fear.
Why didn't you wake up?
She hurries back to her cabin, shielding the small bear from the biting wind with her own coat and body.
I brought you in, little one.
Inside the sanctuary of her home, she lays the cub near the fireplace, hoping the warmth will revive its spirit. She works tirelessly, rubbing its fur with warm towels to drive out the chill that has seeped into its bones. The crackling fire casts a golden glow over them, and slowly, the cub begins to show small signs of life.
Here you go, little one.
Aya prepares warm milk and carefully feeds the starving animal, watching as it eagerly swallows the nourishment it desperately needs. When the cub finally opens its eyes, it looks at Aya not with aggression, but with a gaze full of confusion.
You can do it, little one. Keep trying.
It attempts to stand on shaky legs, but the ordeal has left it weak, and it collapses back onto the rug. Aya speaks softly to the frightened creature, her gentle touch reassuring it that it is safe within these wooden walls. Over the next few days, the cabin becomes a nursery, as Aya dedicates her time to nursing the cub back to health. Strength returns to its limbs, and soon the cabin is filled with the sounds of a playful bear exploring its surroundings. A unique friendship blossoms between them, the bear showing affection that seems almost human in its tenderness and trust. But one afternoon, the cub's mood shifts abruptly. It stops playing and stares intensely at the door, whining softly.
Open it.
It scratches at the wooden door, turning back to look at Aya with eyes that seem to plead for her help.
I hear
Aya
you.
opens the door, expecting it to flee.
Go ahead, little one.
But the cub stops and looks back, clearly waiting for her to follow.
Okay, I will. Watch
Realizing
me.
the animal wants to show her something, Aya puts on her coat and steps out into the cold afternoon. She follows the small bear through the deep snow, trusting the animal's instinct more than her own logical fears.
Stay strong, coming.
The journey leads them into rougher terrain, where jagged rocks and steep cliffs dominate the frozen, silent landscape. Finally, the cub stops at the edge of a deep, dark crevice in the rocks and lets out a loud cry. Aya approaches cautiously, her heart pounding, and peers into the shadows to see what has brought them this far. Trapped between massive boulders lies a mother bear, wedged tight and unable to free herself from the icy grip. The massive beast growls weakly upon seeing Aya, but her eyes betray a desperate plea for help rather than aggression. Fear grips Aya for a moment, but the cub nuzzles against her leg, reminding her of the bond they share.
I'll pull you up.
She realizes she cannot leave them. Gathering her courage, she looks around for a way to free the trapped giant. Using a sturdy branch as a lever, Aya pushes with all her remaining strength against the heavy rock trapping the bear. Sensing the rock shift, the mother bear summons her last reserves of energy to push in unison with Aya's efforts. With a grinding sound, the boulder gives way, and the massive bear scrambles free, shaking the snow from her fur.
You're safe now.
Exhausted, the mother collapses onto the snow, and the cub rushes to her side, reuniting with joyful whimpers and licks.
Help my mama, please.
Aya stands still, watching the
have to
reunion
help her.
respectfully, ready to retreat if the mother bear decides to defend her young. But the mother bear simply looks at Aya with deep, weary eyes, acknowledging the human who saved her and her cub. Seeing they are too weak to survive the night alone, Aya guides the pair back towards the shelter of her barn. In the safety of her barn, she provides them with food and water, caring for the wild family as her own. The mother eats voraciously to regain her strength, while the cub sleeps soundly, safe within the warmth of its mother's fur. Aya watches from the doorway, her
are
heart
safe
full,
here.
knowing she has done
Stay
something
warm.
truly extraordinary in this harsh winter world. A few days later, with strength restored, the mother bear nudges her cub, and together they head back into the wild. Before disappearing into the trees, the mother turns for one last look, a silent moment of communication between two species. Aya waves goodbye, watching them vanish into the white landscape, thinking she will never see her strange friends again. Time passes, and the winter grows even colder, isolating Aya once again in her small cabin amidst the silent snow.
Oh my goodness,
One morning,
thank
she
you.
opens her door to find a surprise that stops her in her tracks, taking her breath away. Lying neatly on the snow is a large, fresh fish, a gift that could only have come from the
Bears
forest.
have been here.
She looks
They have a
around
cub.
and spots familiar tracks leading away, realizing her act of kindness has not been forgotten. Weeks later,
now,
she finds a pile
what's
of dry
this?
wood pushed near her home, another silent offering from her wild guardians. Tears well up in her eyes as she gathers the wood, feeling a warmth that has nothing to
Goodbye,
do
my
with
friends.
fire. From the edge of the forest, the mother and cub watch over her, silent sentinels protecting the woman who saved them. As the seasons slowly change, the visits continue, with the bears frequently leaving gifts to express their enduring gratitude. The cub, growing larger every day, sometimes comes close enough
Well,
to
hello
play,
there, little
maintaining the unique bond
Did you
formed
come to
in
help
that
me
icy
garden?
pit.
Come
Aya
here, friend.
often sits on her porch, watching her wild neighbors forage peacefully, living in a harmony that few will ever experience. Her life, once
Mountain
lonely
air.
and harsh,
It's so
is now
crisp
filled
today.
with the silent, powerful
Look
companionship
at you
of the
two, just
majestic
like old
creatures
times.
of the forest. The mother bear approaches one last time, lowering her head in a gesture of respect that transcends the barrier of species.
You are so
Aya
warm,
places
my
her hand on the
friend.
giant's head, fear replaced
soft
entirely
rumble.
by a profound love and understanding of nature's soul. As the sun sets over the mountains, casting long shadows, the story of Aya and the bears becomes a local legend. They stand together in the twilight, a testament to the fact that kindness is a universal language spoken by all. Eventually, the wild calls them back, and they disappear into the forest, leaving Aya with memories that will last forever. She turns back to her warm cabin, her heart full, knowing she is never truly alone in this vast wilderness. The fire burns brightly within, just as the warmth of that incredible friendship burns eternally in her memory. In the vastness of nature, one act of compassion bridged two worlds, proving that love can survive the coldest winter. Thank you for watching Nature's Raw Challenge. Subscribe to witness more incredible stories of the bond between humans and nature.